Again, let's give it up for number 14, Nia Foltz. Our next senior is number 40, Minna Martha Magnolia Gersh. She is accompanied by her teammate, Lakin Ledette. She is undecided on college and a major. Her favorite memory was the jamboree when she made a 3 in it. Again, let's hear it for Minna Martha Magnolia Gersh. And our final senior, number 25, Mary Grace Amarillo. She is accompanied by Joe and Katie Amarillo. She plans on attending Southeastern and majoring in kinesiology. Her favorite memory was beating Dutchtown in overtime. Once again, number 25, Mary Grace Amarillo. Again, let's give it up for our 2025-2026 Senior Lady Warriors. Let's hear it for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I experienced a little bit of some technical difficulty with the stream, so we're trying to get that figured out. Again, we are here for our senior night, waiting on them to get their final picture in here, and then we'll get everything else rolling as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we say a prayer before tonight's contest. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into the competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game today. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And now, the introduction of tonight's starting lineup. First for the visiting Lady Bengals, a freshman, number 1, Imagine Morris. Junior, number 4, Amber Scott. Junior, number 10, Deasia Dawson. Freshman, number 14, Janiyah Johnson. And senior, number 24, Zamaya Freeman. Coaches for the Bengals, Jarvis Turner and Kenesha Boys. Head coach, Jimmy Taylor. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your St. Michael Lady Warriors. Starting at guard, a freshman, number 13, Riley Delmore. At guard, a junior, number 11, Laken Ladette. At forward, a junior, number 40, Minna Gersh. At forward, a senior, number 25, Mary Grace Amarillo. And at forward, a senior, number 14, Sanaya Foltz. Assistant coach for the Warriors, Zach West. Head coach, Keegan Keller. Play ball. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back at the battleground for tonight's basketball matchup between your St. Michael Lady Warriors and the visiting BELAIRE Bengals. It is senior night here for the Lady Warriors in this District 6 4A contest. Warriors looking to go 3-1 in district, heading towards a big-time matchup next Friday at this time against West Feliciana. We are glad that you are here with us tonight, and we're about to get things cranked up and rolling here from the battleground. We got the doubleheader going on tonight as the boys will be playing following the girls' game. Boys also taking on BELAIRE, so we got a little bit of a doubleheader action for you. Again, we're maybe possibly experiencing some technical difficulties with our stream, but just try to bear with us, try to hang in there. We'll try to get it as steady and going as we can. All right, Warriors win the tip. BELAIRE coming out in the zone. Minna misses it, gets a rebound right back, misses again, gets a rebound, and finally gets to the fall. So 2-0, senior Minna Gersh with the first bucket of the ball game. This is a BELAIRE team who has probably seen some better days, have yet to win a game. Whistle blown. I think a timeout called by BELAIRE, so we'll take the first timeout a whole 29 seconds into this one. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. And we are back. It'll be sideline out of bounds here. And Delmore steals it, gets it up to Ladette, and she is fouled. That foul is on Janiyah Johnson. That is her first foul, first whistle of the ball game. Lakin going to go to the line to shoot a couple free throws. And she's a little short. And short again. Rebound comes to Ladette. She grabs her own board. Minna with a little jumper right outside the lane knocks one down. So Minnow with the first 4 points of the contest. Warriors in that press. And BELAIRE does get it across. And stolen. So another turnover. And then a turnover from the Warriors there. And the BELAIRE players wound up on her back and stolen right on back by Delmore. And then Lake and Ledette lays it in. And BELAIRE's just standing there, and MG Amarillo knocks it out of bounds. One of the seniors we recognized before the contest tonight. And that'll be a throw in from the deep corner. BELAIRE doesn't seem to really kind of know what's going on. They got not a lot of movement here. They're going to finally get it in. And up ahead, looks like BELAIRE tried to throw it to Coach West over there on the bench. And steal, then the foul. They're going to catch number 10, Dawson, with that foul. BELAIRE's got 1 player on the bench. You got 6 total on the team. That in the corner to Minna. Back to Delmore. Delmore pump fake, driving baseline. Has Amarillo, short jumper, knocks it down. MG Amarillo hits it from the short corner. We'll be having a lot of time to probably talk about a lot of different things here as this contest sees its first Coach Teague Manual tie-up. But Lady Warriors coming in, sitting at the number 10 seed right now in Division II with a 14-7 record. And this BELAIRE team again, like we said, and BELAIRE just turned it over again. Get your bingo cards out, because if you got turnover all over it, you're going to be the winner. What you're going to win, not sure, but you can just say you're the winner. And there's a foul on that fast break. Foul's on Minna, and it will be on the floor. Thought it would be some free throws, but no shots. BELAIRE is sitting in last place in Division II with a 0-11 record. Number 41. Again, this is a BELAIRE team who's seen some better days as far as girls hoops. And then that ball is thrown into the backcourt. Freeman runs it down and promptly falls on the ground for the turnover. Like she was about to try to make a move and just kind of got her feet tangled up with herself. And Warriors running an inbounds play here. Delmore back to Minna in the corner. MG from the top of the key, sinks it. Mary Grace Amarillo. 10-0 now. Warriors up. And the steal and the travel. So the turnover and then the turnover. We've seen a lot of that this year. And now we have a shoe time. Maybe that was why Freeman fell to the ground earlier. Maybe his shoe was untied. Either that or the old court monster got her. We got the turf monster out there at Warrior Stadium. Maybe we got the hardwood monster here. Inside the battleground. And stolen. Nia Fultz can't hit it. Gets her own rebound. And can't hit it. MG underneath. Foul. And Coach Taylor giving his girls some words of wisdom. rolls it in. And hits the second. So 2 out of 2 there from the charity stripe. MG has 6 to lead the Warriors. And BELAIRE just throws it out of bounds again. Morris was the intended target. Morris of the bright green shoes. Can't miss her. Inside, Nia Fultz, drop step. Can't hit the short shot, out of bounds. Possession, BELAIRE. And Warriors sticking with the press. And Morris gets hit, and she takes a seat on the bench. And foul will be called on Delmore. And the pressure still on. BELAIRE is not going to get this across. There's no shot. And there's a Coach Teague manual tie up number 2. And timeout call. We'll be back. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are about to be back here. And ball in. Romarolo a little too strong. Rebound by BELAIRE. And then they just heave it up and intercept it. And Lakin Ledette lays it in. And taken away again. One of the BELAIRE players down in a heap on the ground. Actually, 2 of the BELAIRE players, one finally got up, but the other player still down. Delmore lays that one up and in. And we have an injury. Timeout is the one, the only Coach Reagan Hutchins, our athletic trainer, heading out there to check her out. And she's going to hobble off. They've got 1 player on the bench, so they're going to have to bring that 1 player on in. I believe that's number 14, Janiyah Johnson. Tell if it was a knee or an ankle. All right, knocked out of bounds. Here comes Morris. And at that timeout, Natalie Rahm and Lila Landry check in. Nice little feed to Amarillo. She lays it in. We got to have somebody take the ball in. BELAIRE just kind of all looking at each other. And thrown out of bounds. Natalie Rom, too strong off the back iron. Minna with the rebound and the putback. Minna is just a junior, but she is a foreign exchange student who hails from Germany. So this is her only season. So Coach Keller made sure that she was able to get recognized tonight as on this senior night. This will be the only season that she will play here for the Lady Warriors. And she has been a force out there. Marolo just can't hit it, but Nia Foltz is there to clean it up and put it back in. I think Belaire's got maybe one defensive rebound. And now and Marolo just picks her pocket and can't hit the layup. Gets it back and lays it in. Natalie Rom was there, and Morello said, I'm going to just go ahead and grab this and lay it in because she looked a little frustrated she missed that first attempt. And now the dribble picked up at half court. This ought to get interesting. Freeman down to the knee, throws it into the backcourt, and Morris backcourt. So Warriors going to throw it in, up 26-0. And Morello gets it back, a little short, and ball is volleyballed around. Finally, Rom comes up with it. Nia Foltz can't hit it off the iron. Defensive rebound grabbed. Rom with a little running hook shot there. Foltz with the board, knocked out of bounds. And traveling, so Warriors with the turnover. Down into the corner. Morris is close to the 5-second call. And the shot goes up, a little short, under a minute now. Foltz with the layup, can't hit it. Emerolo with the rebound off the top of the backboard and in. She now has 12 points to lead all scorers. And Morello fighting for it with Scott, and another Coach Teague Manuel will tie up. .5 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're in a 28-0 ball game and 30-0 ball game. And Morello has 14 points now. And that will do it for the first quarter with your score. Lady Warriors 30. Lady Bengals 0. We'll be back with the Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Second quarter underway. And steps. Got a couple new faces in there. Number 4, Mike Landykes checks in, and number 10, Presley Dunlap. And just a little bit of a moving screen there. Set by Dawson. Oh, I don't. Be another turnover for BELAIRE. Dunlap outside. Rom in and out from 3. Fultz, if she spins back to her left, she had a wide open layup, but she kept going to the right. Mikey hits it. Knocks it down. Mikey Dykes for 3. The sophomore guard hits the three-pointer. And Landry doing a great job of just not letting Morris go right. Morris taking a few steps in there, but no call. And now we're going to get another Coach Teague tie-up. Riley Delmore and Mackenzie McCoy checking in for Landry and Rom. And McCoy coming in for the first time this evening and knocked out of bounds. Delmore checking back in for the Lady Warriors. And 5-second call, turnover. Inside, Naya. Over her left shoulder, gets the roll and down. And with that, we have now reached the 35-point threshold, and it will be a running clock for the rest of this ball game. It will only stop on timeouts. And Delmore picks Morris's pocket, and she carries and turns it over. Morris, a lot of dribbling. Not really going anywhere. And ball poked away into the backcourt. Morris picks her dribble up. And turnover. Delmore underneath. Back to the right-hand side. Can't hit it. Ball knocked away. Mikey for 3. Knocks it down. Checking in at the last whistle, number 0, Hayden Scallon. And Mikey with back-to-back triples on her shots. 2 for 2 from deep. And you guessed it, turnover. Mikey wide open, gonna take another one. Can't hit it off the front of the rim. McCoy backs it out. Misses the long range. Scallon misses underneath. Mikey from the wing again. Too strong. McCoy with the rebound. Off the backboard. Another offensive rebound. Delmore hits it. Riley Delmore for 3. Her first points of the night. If you have turnover, tie ball, or offensive rebound on the bingo card tonight, you're a lucky person. You're the big winner. Knocked out. Bengal ball. Lakin back in. Harley Duncan coming in. Great to see the Warrior JV players sitting down there on the end of the bench, being great cheerleaders. That's what building a program is all about. Good job by those young ladies to cheer on their teammates out here in the varsity game. McCoy short. And McCoy hits the ground hard. Vidette with the steal and the lay-in. 8 points now for Lakin. It is now 43-0. There is no mercy rule in basketball, but there is the running clock. And McCoy knocks it out of bounds. Again, stick with us. We got the boys coming up after here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. Taking on BELAIRE. Start time, 7-ish, or whenever this one ends, after the warm-up period. And subs. The three seniors going to check back in. Minna, MG, and Naya. You got somebody's got to go get the ball from the. There's too many people on the court. Too many on the court. And Coach Keller calls the timeout. Big confusion on who was supposed to come out in that sub exchange. So we'll take a timeout on the Warrior Broadcast Network. And we are back. They figured it out. Again, basketball, you can only play with 5 on a court. Warriors were trying to get 6. Coach Keller took a timeout before it was caught by anyone other than himself. Riley Rush coming up off the bench. Going to check in for Harley Duncan. And turned over by the Warriors. Freeman on the run. Gets the shot off and the foul. Going to get Nia Foltz. So the first real chance of the ball game for BELAIRE to score here, as they have taken 2 shots in the game. Now they're going to get 2 free throws. Sinks it. Freeman. Nothing but net. And shot number 2 coming up. And just a little bit off on that one. So 43-1 is your score. Wonder if we have a scoregami here. Those of you who follow that little Twitter handle, the unique scores in sports. If it ends at this one, or ends at just 1 for BELAIRE, I may have to submit that on scoregami and see if it's a score that has been touched yet. MG, another bucket. Got 16 points. Huge senior night for Mary Grace, and she then commits the foul. She wants to get in all the categories in the scorebook: the scoring category, the rebound category, the assists, and the fouls. Picked up her first foul there. We are down under 5 seconds left to go in the half. And BELAIRE is not going to get a shot off. So we have a 45-1 score here at halftime. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network.
At StreamPay, we believe payroll is more than just numbers. It's about people. When you partner with us, you always know who you're working with. Real experts and real support. No call centers, no confusion. Just a trusted partner invested in your success. StreamPay. Payroll made personal. Welcome to Grounds Crew, a locally owned landscape company that makes your outdoor dreams come to life. Whether you need your lawn looking its best, want to create a stunning garden oasis, or just dreaming of the perfect outdoor play area, we've got you covered. Looking for more privacy and security? We offer professional fence installations to frame and protect your outdoor space. Looking for more sitting area for the family? We install custom patios to meet your expectations. At Grounds Crew, we specialize in landscaping, fencing, lighting, maintenance, and more. It's time to elevate your outdoor experience. Call us today at 225-333-8582 or visit us at groundscrew.com to schedule your consultation. Grounds Crew, where we make your outdoor space extraordinary.
All right, we are back here. About to get the second half underway. Lady Warriors up 45-1. Scoring in the first half, first for the visitors. Number 24 is Amaya Freeman, 1 point. And for your Lady Warriors, leading the way, number 25, senior MG Murillo with 16 points. Lakin Ledette with 8. Riley Delmore with 3. Nia Fultz with 4 points. Minna Gersh with 6. Natalie Rom with 2. And Mikey Dykes with 6. So it will be the 3 seniors, Lakin and Harley Duncan. And we're waiting on the clock to get set. And again, it'll be a running clock for the entire second half as we've hit that 35-point threshold. Minna thought about the 3. Inside, Nia kicks it out. Minna going to take the 3. Short. Offensive board again. Lakin with the 3 short. Minna with the rebound. Duncan turns it over. Looks like number 14, Janiah Johnson, probably not going to return to the game. And turnover. BELAIRE. And I can't hit the 3. A little frustrated. That's been a thing for Minna and Lady Warriors this year. Her trying to knock down some triples and the foul. She can pick up the foul right there. It's her second personal. And 5-second call for the turnover. Minna misses the 3 again, out of bounds. You're going to keep hoisting them up there, trying to get one here on senior night. MG going to shoot the short jumper or the long jumper. Ledette for 3. Lakin Ledette knocks it down. First bucket of the second half. Morris going to bring it up the floor. And he gets it knocked away. Ledette behind the back. Look at that. And MG lays it in. A little razzle-dazzle there. A little behind the back wraparound pass from Lakin to MG there. Nice little move. And we have the hockey line shift coming in. A whole new 5. Mikey Dykes, Natalie Rom, Riley Delmore, Presley Dunlap, and Hayden Scallon all checking in. Rom going to take the 3, well short. And another Coach Teague manual tie-up. Down low. Again, join us for the boys game, which will be following this one. And we have a little bit of a, Not sure what's going on there. Either way, it looks like it's going to be BELAIRE ball. Clock is running. Warriors up 50-1. Morris going to get fouled. It's going to be on Romp. Too handsy. Morris, floater, shorts. No good. And it'll be the Warriors ball. Short from the corner from Mikey. Out of bounds. Hit one of the symbols down there from the band who is gracing us, blessing us with their presence tonight for this district matchup. And 5-second call or a backcourt. I'm not quite sure what the referee called, but called something. Inside, Dunlap turns. Gets it to Hayden Scowen. He can't hit it. And on the floor, Freeman comes up with it. And turns it over. Now another 5. Going to get up off the bench. Going to come in. Landry, McCoy, Rush, Ledette, and Duncan are your Mackenzie McCoy for 3. Scott trying to handle it. Got knocked out of bounds by Duncan. So it will be BELAIRE ball, throwing it in, sideline out of bounds. We are heading down towards about 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 seconds and turnover. A huge thank you. And another one from Mac. Correction, that was Riley Rush. I'm sorry. Riley Rush with a bucket. And that'll do it here in the third quarter. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back. All right, we are back. I want to give a big shout out, as always, to our sponsors, the Long Law Firm, Stream Pay, the Grounds Crew, and EBS. Thank you for supporting us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. If anybody wants to get involved in sponsoring us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network, we still have the spring sports season coming up. with a lot of baseball games coming up here on the network. So if you'd like to get in on a little bit of sponsorship, just send it to that email address that's scrolling across the top of your screen on the ticker. If not, if you want to get in on the full season and full year for next year, already taking those requests. So just send me an email and I'll get back with you and we can come up with something. MG a little short. Minna with the rebound and the bucket. He's got 8. And Ledette almost gets stopped by the referee, but she's going to just take it down and lay it on in. Now has 13 points. Delmore, foul. Sideline out of bounds here for Belaire. Ledette steals it again and lays it in. Hadn't been keeping track of the steal numbers, but Lincoln Ledette could be bordering on a double-double with points and steals. I don't know if she's in triple-double range yet with anything. MG comes away with it, fires it up ahead to Ledette. She lays it on in. That is Lincoln has 6 in a row. The last 6 points come from the junior guard. It is now 63-1. And Ledette called for the foul when it was number 4, Scott with the elbow. Landry and McCoy checking in. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have the boys game coming up next. I'll end this stream and go crank up the boys stream here once we finish this ball game. And another foul called. So now we're in the part of the game where the referees just starts calling fouls. And stolen, Landry to MG, and she lays it on in. MG now with 20 points here tonight. That's an awesome way to go out on senior night to get that 20 points. But Lady Warriors are not done. Their season is still got a little bit left to it as they are kind of right in the middle of district play. So left on their schedule is at Broadmoor next Tuesday, then a huge one next Friday against West Feliciana, and then they wrap it up over on February 10th against Plaquemine at Plaquemine. So 2 big-time ball games coming up for the Lady Warriors as they are hunting the district championship and also hunting possibly a bye in the playoffs. This gonna be 15-7 record. We'll see what this win. Unfortunately, with the power ranking system, this win may actually hurt them because Belaire has not won a game yet, but they can kind of rectify that as they take on an 11-10 Broadmoor team next week. Then they have a game against an 18-4 West Feliciana team, and then to wrap up the season against a 14-10 Plaquemine team. So they can wrap up pick up some real big power points in those last 3 ball games, and Nia Fultz lays it in. And timeout called. Warriors 67-1, so that's the big thing, the old 6-7. We'll leave it there. We'll be back. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. Another big ball game here in District 6-4A going on tonight as West Feliciana is playing at Plaquemine tonight. So we'll see. Everybody will be interested. Lady Warriors will be interested to see how that game finishes, to see if they can maybe have a chance at a outright district championship. They're going to need Bruley to lose a game. That's the only district loss that the Warriors have was to Bruley by a single point in their first district ball game. But Bruley still has Plaquemine and Westville to play. In fact, Plaquemine is playing Westville tonight. Correction, that game against West Feliciana and Plaquemine is next Tuesday. So that's a game coming up next Tuesday. That'll be a big one that the Lady Warriors will be paying attention to. Plus tonight it is the Plaquemine Bruley game. If Plaquemine can get a big upset against Bruley. So almost under 2 minutes. Kenzie McCoy laying out, can't get to it. 67-1. And they get it in. This BELAIRE team has played hard. They have not shied away from giving it everything they have. They have continued to dribble that ball down the floor and try to score, try to do the best they can. They're going to get some more free throws here. And now Mackenzie McCoy comes in, and now BELAIRE will send a couple players in for the free throws. That is Scott at the line. Try to put some more points on the board. Almost. Rattled in and out. And can't get it. It's 0 for 2 from the line. See if the Warriors try to score or if they're just going to hold on to the ball. They threw it out of bounds, though, but clock is still running. Nope. It'll be Warrior ball. Throwing it in. And they're going to go to the ice game. Needs a little show of sportsmanship here for the Lady Warriors. Going to just ice this thing out and get the victory. Looks like we're going to wrap it up at 67-1 here. And the Lady Warriors going to head again to 15-7 on the season as they take a just boat racing here against BELAIRE, 67-1. So Warriors go, Lady Warriors on senior night. Have a big night. Again, on behalf of myself, Coach Craig Saylor, voice of Warrior Athletics, and on behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of St. Michael High School, we want to wish you good night, God bless, and go Warriors. Tune in on the